Oh, this is very interesting indeed. And the NFL has opened up a can of worms, and it's going to be interesting to see how this entire situation plays out. Now, here we are over on Outkick.com. NFL tight end Tyler Eifert to honor fallen retired cop David Dorn on helmet. Very respectable indeed. To actually honor a real hero, a real man of honor. Thank you so much, Tyler Eifert. I appreciate that, and so many others are appreciating that. And the fact that you're not a follower, the fact that you're not a sheep, the fact that you're not repeating the talking points, because the mainstream doesn't want you to know about David Dorn. CNNs of the world don't want to talk about David Dorn. The NBA doesn't want to talk about David Dorn. The NFL doesn't want to talk about it. But here we have a brave individual stepping out of the mob mentality to honor a real hero. Now, let's see how the NFL responds. That's going to be the key right here. How is the NFL going to respond? Jaguars tight end Tyler Eifert plans to pay tribute to fallen retired St. Louis police officer or police captain David Dorn on his helmet this season under the NFL's rules to allow names displayed on helmet padding. Got some very good news from the former Bengals player, current Jaguars player Tyler Eifert, that he will honor fallen police officer David Dorn on his helmet. Dorn was shot and killed on June 2nd while responding to a burglar call at his friend's pawn shop. Dorn retired from the St. Louis police force in 2007 after serving for 38 years, going from patrol officer to captain. Per a source with knowledge of the situation, players may display names of victims of police violence or systemic racism on padding along the bottom of the backs of their helmets. Mike Floria reported in late August, and Mike Floria is a soy boy extraordinaire, by the way. With a week to go before the NFL season, it's still unclear who will be in charge of the list of names approved for the helmet padding, or if players will just modify the helmets as they see fit. Eifert, who is in his first year with the Jags after a 7-year run with the Cincinnati Bengals, joins NHL player Pat Maroon in honoring fallen officers. This week, Maroon taped his stick in honor. So again, this is going to be interesting because you've opened this up, and now we've got more players that are speaking up against the brutality that police officers are facing. You have opened up a can of worms, NFL, and I hope that people continue to be heard. It is very respectable that your first year that Tyler Eifert has absolutely stepped outside of the comfort zone of the NFL to stand for a true hero. Let's see. So that's the story right now. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how the NFL is going to respond to this. I can't wait because we've already seen a situation where they did not allow Jason Witten to honor the Dallas Police Department because that was unacceptable by the NFL standards, but they're okay. They're okay honoring legitimate criminals that resisted police. The police were called on Jacob Blake because he was abusing and putting people in danger, and he resisted arrest, and now it's okay to honor that criminal, but it's not okay to honor fallen police officers. So now let's see what happens, NFL. Let's see how they're going to handle this situation. I am very excited. Now, ultimately, I wish we were not in this world at all, but here we are. This is the world where sports is right now, and it is ridiculous. I want to give a shout out to Ryan Kennel, who did a video on this topic for our Sports Wars channel. So go subscribe to RK Outpost over on his channel. He also has a video on Sports Wars if you want to go check that out. But we're going to monitor the situation, and if the NFL steps in and says that they can't use David Dorn's name, can you imagine? Can you imagine the outrage? Can you imagine the outrage and the hypocrisy from the NFL? I can't wait to see how this all plays out. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for tuning into the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting everything we do. And we will stay on top of the story and talk to you later.